Hi, okay, so this is my video journal for Mr. Burns. The most memorable and meaningful part of the play for me was at the beginning of the play after the recitation of the Simpsons episode when the characters meet Gibbs, and I really got a taste of this futuristic, apocalyptic like world. I thought it was interesting when the characters are all reading off the names of people they knew in a very organized way to find out, like, hopefully, information about them. Three prominent themes in the play that I found were survival, memory of the former world, and relationships. The first prominent theme was survival. The characters often use acting and playwriting as sort of an escape from the conditions in the world that they're living in. There are moments when the characters are immersed in this playmaking world, and then immediately a moment makes us realize the danger of their world that they actually live in. An example of this is in the second act when they are rehearsing their play and then the robbers come in and the mood just immediately changes. A second prominent theme is the memory of the former world. This play centers around the memory of lines of The Simpsons or memories of the way that the world once was, even though the one that they are in now is so much different. A final theme in this play is relationships. Even in this futuristic world, which not many people are left in, the characters stick together and are comforted by being part of a group. It's also mentioned that there are other theater troupes around at the time, exemplifying the feelings of other people needing this sense of security and belonging with a group, especially in a world that could be so soulless and lonely. Um, this play within a play is an example of a melodrama. This is because there is a classic hero and a classic villain dynamic, as well as this play appeals to the emotions of the viewer. This play can also be considered a melodrama because it is interspersed with songs, as it is a musical. I think that Act 3 relates to the previous two acts. First, because the characters continuously reference the Simpsons Cape Fear episode that's performed in Act 3 throughout the first two acts. Secondly, some of the dialogue from the campfire from the first act was used directly again in the third act. And then finally, the song that Gibbs sang in the first act is actually sung again in the third act. I think that the significance of this play within a play is to really tie the entire play together with the culmination of this piece of theater. This play tells us that in 75 years, things are influential in today's society, can still live on and be influential in the future. I could imagine the popular culture element of Netflix could live on in a post apocalyptic world because it's just so widespread and prevalent in today's society. And it makes viewing theater of television and movies just so accessible and easy every day. I could see many of these like binge watch shows living on past the apocalypse. Then two of my own questions. First, what makes The Simpsons such a great show to center this entire play around? And then do you think this play would have been much easier to understand and interpret if it was seen live instead of read individually? Thanks.